There was this poor guy called Paddy that tried many businesses and failed. He became very bitter and angry to everyone around him. A lady walked into his clothing shop, and after looking round at different designs, she sat down and said to him, Mr. Paddy, let's collaborate. You have the materials, I've got the skills. I can design beautiful clothes that we sell for a fantastic profit. My shop is not too far from yours. I can't afford the materials right now, but together we can make this work. Paddy became very angry and drove her out of the shop, hissing and cursing as he locked it and stomped out. As he walked, he didn't notice the ditch in front of him and fell in. Paddy slowly opens his eyes, his head pounding as he tries to sit up. He looks around in a dizzy spell with doctors and robot nurses hovering around him. Mr. Paddy, are you okay? Paddy looked round and asked, Who are you? Where am I? The doctor said, You had quite a hit to your head and you were brought to the hospital. Immediately he jumped off the bed at the thought of hospital bills. Hospital? What kind of problem is this? Who sent anyone to bring me to the hospital because I simply fell down? You people should have left me. I don't have money to spend on a hospital. Look at how big and fancy all these machines are when a simple roadside chemist would do. The doctors looked at him in confusion as they talked to each other about doing a brain scan. Mr. Paddy, the doctor said, we can't let you leave until we conclude you are safe enough to leave. Can you confirm your full name and date of birth, please? I'm Paddy Coco, he said, born July 4, 2000. Here is my ID. The doctors were shocked at his answer. Mr. Paddy, we saw your ID and based on your outfit, we thought you were in some form of Asian film production. You don't really think you were born in year 2000, do you? Now confused, Paddy said, Look. I may be poor, but I am educated. What is this you're saying as if I don't know my age? And what's the problem with this ID card again? I'm sorry, Mr. Paddy, the doctor replied. If you insist this is your real age, we can't let you leave. Paddy was now very impatient. Can you people just speak in plain English and tell me what exactly the problem is? Paddy shouted angrily. Mr. Paddy, this is year 2500 and you are in a roadside emergency free clinic. So, from what you are saying, you would be over 500 years old. Now you can understand why you can't live yet. After several days of saying the same thing, he decided to play along and was finally discharged, thinking this was some sort of long dream. Paddy walked slowly towards the exit as two robot nurses walked beside him. He looked around in awe at the high tech international standard hospital, filled with busy African doctors as well as robot nurses. But as he finally left the hospital, nothing prepared him for the splendor, magnificence, and beautiful architecture outside the hospital. It was like a fantasy world. The tall, high tech buildings, fanciful streetlights, lush greenery, speeding trains, flying cars, robot policemen. He saw a public library and hurriedly went in to see what happened from 2024. When did all this begin? It all started in the year when every African country had a female president, and they together started the Africa United Economy Initiative with the creation of the Afro dollar. Curiously, he checked what happened in 2025, and 2025 in future history is known as the rebuilding era, when big collaborations happened between companies, entertainment industries, artisans, and even religious bodies. The more they collaborated, the more they thrived over the following years. The fashion industry became international, and people came from all over the world to watch the Afro Fashion Week. But he was shocked to see the picture of a lady he had pushed out of his shop as one of the pioneers of the fashion industry, and he just broke down crying. Oh, dear God, he said, to think you heard my prayers and brought an opportunity to me, but I didn't even realize it because of the hate and bitterness in my heart. He left the library and entered the free trains and flying cars to travel around the city, the schools, the stadiums, the markets. Everyone walked with pride, with all the security and sophistication of being the biggest economy in the world, the giant African continent. As he walked further, he didn't notice the pool in front of him as he fell. He opened his eyes again slowly to the noise and pollution as a cold bucket of water was poured on him. Oh, you're finally awake, a stranger said. That was quite the fall you had. Paddy looked round in disbelief. He was back to 2024. He ran quickly to the lady's shop and found her discussing with some other merchants and quickly pulled her aside. My friend, he said, I have thought about it. Let's do business. Take any material you want and design as much as you want. The lady was puzzled and asked, what changed your mind in 10 minutes? 10 minutes? Paddy asked. Let's call it faith. There's a future that I saw, and I want to take the necessary steps to get to that future. The lady smiled. I like that, she said. I really like that. Mr. Paddy, let's roll. The moral of the story? It's simple. Everyone needs faith for life, and faith is to be sure of the things we hope for as if it really exists. You need to see it in your mind to become it. However, faith without works is really dead. That vision for 2025 will remain on the vision board if no intentional steps are taken. Life might have been really hard in 2024, but don't allow anger and bitterness blind you to the opportunities 2025 will bring. Have a Merry Christmas and a very, very, very prosperous 2025. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspirational stories. Bye.